Good day, good day, good day. Welcome everyone back to the stream. It's your boy Dominic Rich back for another live stream. Day 4, the international break. What's up, Danny? What's up? Danny, are you hearing me properly? Everyone in the stream right now, are you hearing me properly? All right, very good, very good. Very, very good. You know what? I forgot to get my other phone, but it's fine. It's fine because I actually use it to test the stream and to reply, like not reply, but look at comments and stuff like that. But guys, welcome back, man. Another day of live streaming. I'm actually 4 to 5 hours late. You know what I'm saying? Because I actually got home early, but I wasn't really into it today. I was like, you know what? I need to do a few things before I come on the live stream. I had to get myself freshened up a little too. You know what I'm saying? I was looking a bit old. And I always say to myself, after I shave and everything, I look like a human being once again. So we have Curacao 1987 up in here. What's up? I actually want to talk about Curacao today because I was actually thinking about some things and I'm like, wow, Curacao just keeps proving me wrong every time. You know what I'm saying? Every time. Guys, how's the stream right now? Is it lagging? Is it good? Because someone's saying that it's lagging right now. But if it's lagging, it's probably your fault and not my fault. It's not always my fault. Guys, if you're in here right now, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. All right? Thank you to everyone who joined the stream. Remember, it could be your fault. You could have bad Wi Fi, bad internet, or you could just be in a congested area why it's lagging. So today we want to talk about the CONCACAF Nations League, as the title suggests, the African 2022 World Cup qualifiers and the 2020 Euro qualifiers as well. And we will touch on a few international friendlies if there were any. So, guys, let's get into this. Let's get into this. For those of you guys who are actually watching the replay, thank you very much for clicking on this video. I hope you enjoy the stream. Watch the whole thing. Watch the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, let's start with African World Cup qualifiers, man. We had 4 ties being decided today. 4 ties. So we know 4 of the 14 teams that will move on to the second round. It's a second round. There's a lot of rounds, there's a preliminary. Well, this is somewhat of a preliminary. It's the first round. Then there's a second round. After the second round, 40 teams will be drawn into 10 groups of 4. And then there's a third round. Well, yes, there's a third round where 10 teams will be paired up against each other and the 5 winners will move on to the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. Can't wait. Seriously, guys. I can't wait for the 2022 World Cup. So, Lesotho against Ethiopia. The game finished in a 1-1 draw after the first leg also finished in a draw. That was a 0-0 draw. Ethiopia goes through on the away goal rule. I did not predict Ethiopia to go through. They're proving me wrong, and I don't mind being proven wrong at all. So congrats to the Ethiopians, and they move on to the second round where they will rub shoulders against the big boys in Africa. Congrats to them. Lesotho, man, you could have done better, but wasn't good enough. A game I actually saw was the Tanzania and Burundi fixture that ended in a 1-1 draw after the first leg also ended in a 1-1 draw, guys. This was one dramatic game. And I have to blame the Burundi goalkeeper for their loss because in the first leg, after Burundi scored, and Burundi looked the much better team at home, Burundi scored and then they conceded like almost immediately. And it was a stupid goalkeeping error where he came off the line. And in today's game, Tanzania did score first, but it was another goalkeeping error where he came off the line from a corner and failed to gather the ball, and Mbwana Samata put it past the defender who tried to get it out, but he ended up headed in the back of the net. So it was actually the goalkeeper's fault. So the game 1-1, they played extra time and then penalties. And just before extra time was over, they switched their goalkeeper as well, which was kind of weird. It was really, really weird. And Burundi actually missed all 3 of their penalties, right? They lost the penalties 3-0, and Tanzania scored their first 3. Burundi missed all their penalties. It was ridiculous. It was simply ridiculous. And Mbwana Samata had to come off for Tanzania as well. He did not have the legs. See him icing his knee and everything. He was actually, I think he was a top scorer in the Belgian league last season. So this guy is a very talented player for Tanzania, and well-deserved qualification to the next round for Tanzania. And I did not predict Tanzania to move on. So that's 2 and 2 I got wrong, which is not good. Throat acting up a bit there. So Tanzania will go on. They will join Ethiopia in the next round. So Equatorial Guinea won, South Sudan won. After the first leg, drew 1-1. What's up, K-Block man? Welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. Advenco is up in here. Thank you everyone who is in here right now. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. All right, guys. So Equatorial Guinea 1, South Sudan 0. Equatorial Guinea will now move on to the second round as well. So congrats to them. I did predict them to move on. Guys, Pedro Obiang plays for Equatorial Guinea, for your information. He's a former West Ham player. I think he went back to play in the Serie A. So he is the most well-known player in that tie. Then a big one. I watched the end of this match, and it almost ended in disaster for Liberia. It was Sierra Leone against Liberia. I don't know how many of you guys actually saw this and followed this, but this one was another dramatic one. The first leg ended in a 3-1 win for Liberia at home. It was a very convincing win, and I actually said that it's done. It's done. It is done. Like, this tie is over. And I'm like, Paul, what's up, man? He said, you woke me up. Sorry, man. Sorry. Maybe I woke you up for a reason. Maybe it's for a reason, a good reason. So K-Block, you're saying that something about Walmart. Are you going to go into Walmart and sing the UCL anthem still? I never said that. I'm not going to do that. Definitely not. Definitely not. I'm not actually trying to go viral here. I'm not trying to go viral at all. You know what I'm saying? So let's get back to the Sierra Leone Liberia match. So Sierra Leone scored. They scored the opening goal on a very, very rainy day. The pitch was muddy and it was uneven and it was just wet. And it was like, wow, how are these players managing in these conditions? The pitch was the worst I've seen in a very, very long time. One of the worst pitches I've actually seen was that Rostov versus Man United pitch back when they won the Europa League that year. It was like, what the hell is that? You know what I'm saying? So Camara scored in the 55th minute for Sierra Leone, and then they were fighting until the very end. If Sierra Leone won the game 2-0, they would have won the tie on the away goal rule, and they almost did so. Almost. They got a penalty very late in extra time. And the captain, Bangura, who I mentioned in the preview video, I think he plays in Switzerland for Zurich, if I'm not mistaken. And Bangura stepped up. He stepped up, and his penalty was saved by a young 18-year-old Liberian keeper, and I'll get his name for you. I think his name is Williams. He's the Williams. Ashley Williams is his name. Ashley Williams is his name. And it's just amazing. It's simply amazing. 18 years old from Liberia. And in the preview, I did mention that Liberia are a rebuilding team. And with George Weah becoming the president and everything, I was like, oh, this is not going to be good if Liberia lose this tie. It ain't gonna be good. So I had that in the back of my mind, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is gonna be disastrous for Liberia. But then Bangura took a very, very horrible penalty, and it was well saved by Ashley Williams there. And for one second, I was like, Ashley Williams? Is that the same Ashley Williams that played for Everton? But no, it's Ashley Williams from Liberia. They have a lot of American names, though. A lot of Americans did go to Liberia. When they had the whole thing, they had to go back to the homeland thing, they went to Liberia. So that's why the names are so Americanized, like Sam Johnson and Seth Helberg and Terrence Tisdale, Alvin McConnell, Ashley Williams, Tia Dennis. These are Joel Johnson. Like, these are not African names. You know what I'm saying? But well done. Well done. Congrats to Liberia. It was quite a dramatic end. So this Bangura guy, he plays for Zurich. Yes, he is the man who plays for Zurich. And not a very good penalty. He would have sent Sierra Leone into the next round. And it would have been very good for them. I think Sierra Leone are actually just coming back from a ban. So it would have been a historic moment for Sierra Leone. It would have been big for them. But they now have to watch the World Cup qualifiers from the sidelines. Too bad. Too bad. So, guys, tomorrow there's no African World Cup fixtures, but it comes back on Tuesday. Well, for some of you guys, it's already tomorrow. So we have Zimbabwe trying to overturn a 1-0 deficit against Somalia, which I think Zimbabwe could definitely do. I think they can do it. But I'm not going to doubt Somalia because look at Ethiopia. They went through. It's an easier tie for Ethiopia, but they went through. But I think Zimbabwe could do it. I think Zimbabwe could do it. They could rally just like Tanzania did. They can definitely do that. Eswatini against Djibouti. Guys, you never know. A 1-0 win for Eswatini, and that's it. They're through. They're definitely through, and they will be on home soil. So, Djibouti, not a country I did not predict to go through. So, if they do defeat Eswatini, that would be another one I got wrong. And I don't mind being wrong. If I'm wrong, it's a good thing. It's actually a good thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind being wrong at all because it's actually I realize something. Like, what do you get for being right in your predictions? Nothing. But when you're wrong, you do get people commenting and commenting and commenting and say, oh, you don't even know what you're talking about. It's just opinions. You know what I'm saying? It's just my opinions about the ties. So if I get them wrong, it's quite fine. So we will also see Malawi play Botswana. Their tie is 11-0. Mozambique against Mauritius. Mozambique is currently leading 1-0. Angola against Gambia. Angola currently leading 1-0. Togo against Comoros. 1-1 tied right now. Rwanda against Seychelles. 3-0. So this is the only tie. One of the only ties that are kind of, well, you can't call it yet, but it's almost in the favor of Rwanda. Guinea-Bissau against Sao Tome and Principe. Guinea-Bissau holds a 1-0 lead. That didn't come out at all. Guinea-Bissau holds a 1-0 lead. And then South Sudan against Chad. South Sudan leading 3-0. But guys, just like Sierra Leone, 3-1, I should say, 3-1. Just like Sierra Leone, Chad only needs a 2-0 win here. If they pick up a 2-0 win, no. South Sudan actually has 3 away goals. So Chad would need to win this 3-0 in order to actually go through. And the Namibia Eritrea one, Namibia leading 2-1. They should go through though. They should definitely go through. So, guys, that wraps up the African World Cup qualifiers. What do you guys have to say about the CAF 2022 World Cup qualifiers? I'm now reading a few comments to see what you guys have to say about these matches. If you have anything to add, if there's anything I missed, anything you want to talk about, just say it now or forever hold your peace. Yeah, Ethiopia did almost qualify for the 2014 World Cup. I was actually discussing that with a very good friend of mine the other day. He also does YouTube videos. I think some of you guys know who he is. So CFF is always a toss-up. You didn't see any of the Reddit was any because Reddit was trash. Yeah, CAF is definitely always a toss-up though. Is Nigeria excluded from the qualifiers? No, this is the second round. Nigeria are amongst the 26 top-rated teams that will, emerge in the second round. Well, I should say this was the first round. Nigeria will emerge in the second round. So all of the other teams will emerge. The teams that didn't participate right now, they will come out of hiding next round to face their judgment, because African World Cup qualifiers, guys, we never know. You never ever know who's going to qualify. We could see Tanzania make it to the World Cup. You could see big dogs like Egypt, Morocco, even Algeria miss out. It's a toss-up because you could win all your group matches. You could win all 6 of your group matches in the next round. Go on to the third round where you have the final tie. You could win the first leg, and then the second leg, you could lose, and that's it for you and World Cup qualifiers. So it's very, very harsh. I think that's exactly what happened to Egypt in the 2014 World Cup qualifiers. But we don't want to go back in time right now. We could leave that for another time. There's a lot of future live stream for that. We could actually engage in a lot of discussion in the future. I plan to do more live streams going forward, by the way. So, guys, look out for that. I know you guys like the live streams as well. I wish more of my favorite YouTubers did live streams and, long ones, so I could get to watch them or even listen to it while I'm at work. So, yeah. Let us move on, guys. Let us move on to the Concacaf Nations League. Concacaf Nations League. All right. So we are going to catch up on the Saturday, September 7th fixtures and talk about those a bit. Let's start with League C, guys. League C. I'm not going to break them down in groups. I'm just going to go through the games because it's just, I will go and, let me open up another tab right now and actually, so I could go to the groups and give you guys the group standings and stuff like that. Because I haven't been doing that. So I'll do that. So how are you guys doing today? How are you guys doing? Is everyone doing okay? Because I'm doing fine. Had a good day at work. Came home, took a nap, got up, cleaned up myself a bit, and I'm finally here to stream. Gotta make sure I take care of everything else before I stream. I can't neglect myself and neglect everyone else just for streaming's sake. So, guys, let's talk about the CONCACAF Nations League here. We will get to the UEFA Euro 2020 qualifiers where there's some big talking points there. So, Guadeloupe, guys. Guadeloupe, 5. Saint Martin, 1. That's actually the Dutch Saint Martin. That was a really, really one-sided match, and Guadeloupe scored some really good goals. I was like, damn. Scored some real screamers in that game. So Guadeloupe looking good. And Saint Martin, the Dutch side, not looking so good at all. They will need to clean up their act really quick. So, not going to go into who scored or whatnot in that. I'm definitely not going to do that. But I want to actually just go through the group standings. Everything is so complicated, man, with Nations League. It's like, it's so much to go through. It's like, So, that was the first game in that group. Guadeloupe, 1 win, 3 points. And Saint Martin, the Dutch island, no points. So we will move on to the next fixture that played yesterday in League C. Saint Martin, the French side, it's one island split in 2. Half is Dutch and half is French. And it's a very small island, which is crazy. So this match was actually played in Anguilla, which was very interesting. I didn't actually know that until I did some digging. I was like, the commentator in the replay said Anguilla, and I was like, Anguilla? But Anguilla isn't playing. So apparently, St. Martin, their home ground is in Anguilla. Maybe the Virgin Islands too. I'm not sure. I have to look into that. We will get around to that. But a good win from the U.S. Virgin Islands. The U.S. Virgin Islands. They're picking up a win. They did play before. They did play a match before. And let me tell you guys. Yes, this is their second match. They lost their first to Barbados, I think. They lost their first. So they're picking up the first 3 points here. Picking up a big 3 points as well. This is St. Martin's second game. And wait, I think this they don't even have this thing up there. Oh, okay. They have home. It's weird how they have this thing set up, guys. They have home, away, and total. This is St. Martin's second loss. They did lose to the Cayman Islands, who won their first 2 matches. They defeated St. Martin and U.S. Virgin Islands. So good stuff from the Cayman Islands there. They're looking good. They have this young 20-year-old player who looks like a very good good player. I used the word player twice there. Should have used a different word. But anyways, and actually, guys, correction, Cayman Islands played Barbados. Actually, they played today, and they defeated Barbados 3-2, which is big. So that was the other game that Cayman Islands won. 3-2 against Barbados. So, wow. Thought Barbados was actually a decent team. But it seems like it's Cayman Islands that's going to run away with this group and give themselves a chance to qualify for the 2021 Gold Cup. Not the 2022 World Cup, guys. The 2021 Gold Cup. So, okay. So, they actually have match details below the group standings. Okay, so I'm figuring this thing out. Guys, I'm still figuring out the Concacaf Nations League, the website and the layout and everything. I'm just figuring it out. So pardon me if I mess up some things, okay? So the Cayman Islands did defeat Virgin Islands, U.S. Virgin Islands 2-0. Barbados defeated St. Martin 4-0. You see it's getting better already? Then U.S. Virgin Islands defeated St. Martin, the French side, 2-1. And then Cayman Islands defeated Barbados 3-2. And that is exactly what is going on with Group A of League C. So, with the current layout that I have right now, I'll continue the other groups. So, League C, Group A continues in October. Improvement right there, improvement. So, let us move on to the other group, which is Group B, where we have Bonaire, Bahamas, and the British Virgin Islands. And we're going to go through the matches that were played already, and, we're going to talk about this group. So, I think there's only one match played in this group right now, and it's the game between Bonaire and the British Virgin Islands that Bonaire won 4-2. Pretty good stuff from Bonaire. They play tomorrow, Bonaire against Bahamas. So this match is scheduled to play in the Bahamas. I don't know if that match is going to happen due to the devastation, in the country from the hurricane that just passed. And then they'll have their remaining matches in October. So things are running a bit smoother. So you see, guys, the more you do something, the better you get at it if you try a different method. And these are the things we have been talking about at the end of the live streams about improving and just working towards the things that you want to get better at. So, League C, Group C. This is smooth. This is smooth. One match played so far in this group, Guatemala against Anguilla, and Guatemala completely smashed Anguilla 10-0. 10 freaking 0. Guatemala will play Puerto Rico on Tuesday, and then the remaining matches come in October. Let us move on. Let's move on. There's actually, that's it. No, there's one more group. One more group. Pardon me, one more group. Guadeloupe, Turks and Caicos, and Saint Martin, the Dutch one, in Group D of League C. I already spoke about this match briefly. Guadeloupe 5, Saint Martin 1. There's a match on Tuesday between the Cayman Islands and Guadeloupe, and then the remaining fixtures come in October. So let us now move on to League B. Okay, when my country, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, did play today, and we won. And someone shared a stream with me, and I really appreciate you sharing the stream with me if you're watching this right now. I did get to see a teeny weeny bit of the game, but I had problems with the stream. It was cutting out, but I did get to see my island. It was nice seeing the Honorsville Stadium, seeing the backdrop and all, and, you know, hearing the people's voices and the music. It was nice. It was like, you know, it felt good to be back in the island literally again. Literally, I was there. I was just there during the summer too. So, yeah. So we have someone from Curacao, a few people from Curacao in here. Pretty good. You guys are turning out, coming out of the woodworks from Curacao. Curacao, I will get to very soon when I get to their game. So, Group A. Group A, okay, actually, all groups in League B. All right, Group A in League B, Grenada, French Guiana, St. Kitts and Nevis, and Belize. Each team has played twice so far in this group. So let's run through all the fixtures that were played in this group so far. Grenada defeated St. Kitts and Nevis 2-1. Then we had French Guiana defeating Belize 3-0. They were awarded that match because Belize did not turn up. Then Belize did turn up to play today against, well, they were at home, so Grenada turned up and Belize were there waiting for them. And they lost the match 2-1. And I did see something about this game. Belize were leading. Seems like Grenada came back to win their second game in this group. They're going to prove me wrong. Maybe they'll top the group. And then the other match between St. Kitts and Nevis and French Guiana ended in a 2-2 draw. So good stuff by St. Kitts and Nevis picking up that point. So right now, Grenada are leading the group 6 points. French Guiana second, 4 points. St. Kitts and Nevis 1 point. Belize at the bottom, poised to get relegated to League C, where they probably belong. So, let us move on to the next group, which is Group B. El Salvador, Montserrat, Dominican Republic, and St. A burp came out there, guys. St. Lucia, where my beautiful wife is from, St. Lucia. So, let's just run through the fixtures here. Montserrat 2, Dominica 1, Dominican Republic 1. Impressive stuff by Montserrat. El Salvador 3, St. Lucia 0. Montserrat duple St. Lucia on Tuesday, and Dominican Republic take on El Salvador. And guys, I must say that El Salvador are showing intent. They're currently in the hex and they're not playing any games at all. They scored those goals with conviction, and what I can tell from that performance is that they want to stay in the hex and they want to compete for that World Cup spot. And I'm not going to count them out at all. They were quite impressive at the 2019 Gold Cup. So look out for El Salvador, guys. They're coming. So let us move on to the next group. El Salvador and Montserrat are topping Group B of League B right now. Jamaica, Guyana, Aruba, Antigua, and Barbuda. One match played so far in this group. Each team has played, well, 2 matches. Each teams have played once. So let us just check through the details. Guyana defeated Aruba 1-0 on the road. Jamaica defeated Antigua 6-0, with Leon Bailey scoring his first goal for Jamaica. Bobby Reed, I think, scored his first goal for Jamaica as well. And Shaman Nicholson, who has just moved from the Slovenian league to the Belgian top flight, scored twice. And he also cut his hair, which is a good look for Shaman Nicholson. Next thing, we might see Shaman Nicholson with a nice, like a Dark Caesar, with a lineup and everything. Because I don't know why he want to carry himself so scrappy. Don't know. Maybe he has his reasons. But I did see him do an interview and he was pretty, well spoken and everything. One of my favorite players from the Jamaican team right now, too. So just let's put that out there. Talented. And I expect him to continue moving up. I definitely expect him to keep just getting better. He is very young and he is just gonna elevate and just move on to bigger clubs. I would love to see him in maybe the Bundesliga. That would be a very interesting move if he does get that move. A lot of players have been moving from Belgium, the Belgian league, to the Premier League. So it's a very good league. It hones talent. So on Monday, just tomorrow in my time, Antigua play Aruba and Guyana take on Jamaica, which should be a very good match. Jamaica should win it, but the way Guyana have been playing lately, you never know. You never know. So let us move on to Group D, the final group in League B, where we have Suriname, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, my country. Once again, I am not from the beautiful country of Nigeria. I am not from Nigeria. I am from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, for all of you guys who are watching right now and don't know. Then we have Nicaragua, who I must say Nicaragua has been totally disappointing. Disappointing. They were at the Gold Cup and they're just a disappointing team. Seriously. And I'll tell you guys why they're so disappointing. So, in the game so far in this group, Suriname defeated Dominica on the road 2-1, courtesy of 2 goals by Vleiter. And then Nicaragua and St. Vincent played to a 1-1 draw, which is a big result for my team. Big result there. Very proud. Then today, St. Vincent defeated Dominica 1-0 at home. It was a scrappy game. It was not the most attractive football to see. And it reminded me of back when we used to play football in primary and secondary school. Like, schoolboy stuff. Everyone just running around the ball and the ball just... It's like... I don't see like the passing and the long diagonal balls. And it's not attractive stuff at all. To be honest. This is no... Barcelona here. I'm saying it's just ugly stuff. But we did pick up a very important win. Then Suriname defeated Nicaragua 6-0. 6-0. Are you guys hearing me right? 6-0. Like Suriname didn't qualify for the Gold Cup, but Nicaragua did. And this is just terrible. 6-0. 6. Yeah, you're hearing it right. With Philo Gleiter scoring 4 goals. 4 times he scored. So Vleiter is now the current top scorer in the Nations League, the Concacaf Nations League, with 6 goals in 2 matches. Terrible stuff from Nicaragua. Maybe they are not at full strength. Maybe let's just give them the benefit of the doubt. They are not at full strength. I don't see Myron Bonilla on the lineup. Maybe they are not at full strength. Let's just give them the benefit of the doubt, man. They're not. And they're getting battered. Hello to everyone who has joined the live stream, man. If you haven't smashed the thumbs up button, please do so right now without any delay. Let's get these likes up. Okay, so that rounds it off for League B of the CONCACAF Nations League. We will now move on to League A, guys. Let's move on to League A. Not bad. 34 minutes. We covered the African World Cup qualifiers and we covered the CONCACAF Nations League, and we are wrapping it up, and then we move on to the Euros. I don't want to stream crazy long. I actually want to go up and hang out with the wife and my son, My son is growing up very nicely, guys. Very nicely. Oh man, I think he just turned 6 months 2 days ago. Not 6 months, 10 months 2 days ago. And he is walking very strongly, walking really nice. I was like, wow, And he's getting more teeth. He has 4 teeth, two at the top, two at the bottom, and another one is coming out from the bottom. So, and he's saying a few words, not fully, but he's getting there. Soon you guys will see him on the screen talking and doing his predictions for the Premier League and everything. So he is pretty advanced for his age. Yes, Advenko. He actually started walking at just a little after 9 months. A little after 9 months, which is cool. So let's get back to the CONCACAF Nations League. Enough about Liam. He's upstairs with his mom having a blast. So, League A. Group A, Canada, United States, and Cuba. So, let's recap the one match that was played in League A, Group A, between Canada and Cuba. 6-0. 6-0. What's up, NV Alliance? 6-0 with a hat-trick from Junior Hoylett, a goal from, who else scored? Osorio scored, Jonathan David scored, and another guy, Henry, I think, scored. So it was a pretty impressive performance by Canada. Cuba could have scored a big save by Milan Boyan. They could have scored. They had their chances. But Canada far superior, and Cuba does not belong in League A. It's like they're just miles behind the other teams. Plus their players be defect and the team just get disrupted. They should not be in League A of the CONCACAF Nations League. But that's what I like about the CONCACAF Nations League. Next time it comes back around, they won't be in League A. So, well, you never know. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Maybe they could turn around, a dramatic turnaround, defeating Canada and the USA in their remaining games. You never ever know. So let's not count them out just yet. Don't count them out. Let's not do that. So, I actually okay, good. So, there will be another match between Cuba and Canada coming up this Tuesday. It will be hosted by Cuba. I don't know if that is being played in Cuba. I'm not sure if that's being played in Cuba. Any one of you guys know if that's... I know you can travel to Cuba now, but I don't know if it's being played in Cuba. The USA play Cuba in October, then the USA and Canada play each other. So Inquisitive says no. It's played at the Truman Bodden Sports Complex. Is that in Canada? Is that a sporting complex in Canada? Truman Bodden Sporting Complex. Let me see something. Truman Bodden. Okay, Truman Bodden. Oh, this is actually in the Cayman Islands. This is in the Cayman Islands. So Cuba's home pitch is in the Cayman Islands. Crazy. Awesome stuff, though. Guys, I've actually went to the Cayman Islands, though, before. Have any one of you guys ever went to the Cayman Islands? I went there on a cruise. I came out. I walked around, went on the beach, got some KFC. It was pretty cool. I also went to the Bahamas. So I went to the Bahamas. I went to Cayman Islands. I almost said Cuba there. And I went to a small island off the coast of Mexico called Cozumel. So technically, I went to Mexico before. I did go to Mexico. Not on the mainland, but on Cozumel. I did see Mexicans. I did interact with Mexicans. So I did go to Mexico before. Albeit on the island. But okay, let's get back to the CONCACAF Nations League. Canada and USA should fight it out for the top spot. USA should win it. I know that I said should. If they experiment, Canada will come full strength. If the USA experiment and say like Christian Pulisic doesn't take the, he ups out of the squad or whatnot, the USA could lose. Then we have in Group B, Panama, Mexico, and Bermuda. One match played so far with Panama defeating Bermuda 4-1. Panama, and well, actually, this is no, 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 no. I'm reading the thing wrong again. Wait. Or it's not. It hasn't been updated. That's what it is. It hasn't been updated in the standings, but right now it's live. That's why it's live right now. And Bermuda are leading Panama 1-0. It's live. It is live. So could Bermuda turn things around? We're currently in the 58th minute. 58th minute on the road. Bermuda is leading 1-0, courtesy of a goal by former Premier League player Naki Wells. He was on the books of Burnley, on the books of Huddersfield Town, I think. And now he is in the championship. I can't remember which team he went to play for. Oh, QPR. Thank you very much, Inquisitive. But definitely Naki Wells on the score sheet there. And now that I mentioned Naki Wells, I just remembered a couple players who play in the English Championship or one of them leagues. They do play for Montserrat. I think his name is Lyle Taylor. And he was one of the goal scorers in their game. So let me just go back to the League B and I'll double check that before I want to actually talk about that one. I don't like to miss little tidbits like that. It's very interesting that I actually mentioned that. So let's go back to the Montserrat match where they defeated Dominican Republic. It was, okay, the goals were scored from James Comley. I think this James Comley guy one of the Comleys do play in England. Lyle Taylor, the captain, he does play in England as well. So, yeah, let us go back. So, Advenko says he never went to the Caribbean. Well, you need to take a cruise, man. Jump on a cruise and go. A lot of Caribbean players play in the lower leagues of England. Yes, and a lot of them do play in the higher leagues throughout Europe. If you remember Calypso Boys, a lot of players have Caribbean background. Virgil van Dijk, Caribbean background. Genie Wijnaldum, Jadon Sancho, Raheem Sterling, and the list goes on. Junior Firpo, Mariano Diaz. The list goes on. Thomas Lemar. Thomas Lemar, I think, is from Guadeloupe or Martinique. Thierry Henry, they're from Guadeloupe or Martinique. Who else? Anthony Martial. All these guys have the background from those French islands in the Caribbean. Who else? Like Kingsley Coman, I think. All these guys have Caribbean background. Lacazette. So, and the list goes on. I bet some of you guys didn't even know that. The list goes on. So Caribbean football is very, very, very important. And a lot of the guys that play in the Dutch national team, Dumfries, he once played for Aruba, so who else? A lot of them guys are from Curacao. So, and Curacao, Aruba, Suriname. So it's very, Jorgen Locadia. It's a lot of players, man. A lot of players are from the islands. You won't believe it. Van Arnholt, once he did get a call. He did play for Curacao, right? Did he? That guy, what's his name? Ian Wright, Jamaican. So, and his sons and all of that. So the list goes on and on and on, guys, man. The Caribbean, very influential in terms of producing the talent, or the people, the parents producing talented players who, the guys who migrated to England and other countries and France. Kimpembe, one of his parents is Haitian. Who else again? That guy, Alain Saint-Maximin, one of his parents is Haitian. And the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on. So right now, let's get back to the Bermuda-Panama. Bermuda 1, Panama 0 currently going on. In October, Bermuda will play Mexico. Mexico will play Panama, and the rest of the group matches will be finished off in October and beyond. So let us move on to Group C. And I want to talk about this group. Probably got matches going on right now. Let me see. No, only one game played so far is the one between Martinique and Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago, they're really not doing well. What's up? Watching from Kosovo. Milat Ramadani. Thank you very much for joining, man. Thank you very much. I will get to Curacao. I want to talk about Curacao. And Martinique, they scored first against Trinidad and Tobago. It only took a penalty for Trinidad to get back in the game. And then Martinique did hit the upright. Martinique could have won this game. Trinidad and Tobago's football team is in shambles right now. It's in shambles. So Wells scored another goals for Bermuda. It's now 2-0. Oh, man, it seems like Bermuda making a turnaround. They were quite impressive during the 2019 Gold Cup. I know I covered the whole thing. They were good. They were good. Promising team. If they could get some more of the players who play abroad to come into the team, it could be a better team. I think Lambe and Naki Wells play in England. There might be a few more others. There might be others as well, but I can't think of any right now. Those are the two that I know. So we will get to the Curacao. We will get to the Curacao one. People from Curacao are hype right now. They are hype. Curacao are doing well. So the other team in this group with Trinidad and Martinique is Honduras. They will actually play in October. Trinidad does host Martinique on Monday. Well, tomorrow in a few hours, less than 24 hours. So the final group that we want to talk about, guys, the Curacao, Costa Rica, and Haiti group. And this one is very interesting and is very, very important for Curacao and Haiti, especially these two teams, because their performances could mean that they could sneak themselves into the hex. But mostly for Curacao, who are like in the 70s right now. I think they ranked 79th or so, just behind Canada. And who else is ranked in the 70s? It's Canada, Curacao, Haiti, right there on the periphery of the hex. So Curacao won, Haiti 0. And I watched the interview from Leandro Bacunia, and he was saying the game, it was quite open in the midfield, and how Haiti, they were playing a lot of long balls, and they got him behind a few times, but it was dealt with. But Curacao scored their goal through Hoy. Is his name Elson Hoy? He was quite brilliant during the Gold Cup as well, and he was the one who scored the winning goals during the final edition of the Caribbean Cup. So Hoy has been a very, very instrumental player, influential player for Curacao. And Curacao, they have gotten a lot of new players in their team. They have convinced a lot of the talented players, talented youngsters who actually are based in the Netherlands to come and play for the Curacao team. And these are good players as well. These are nice little players. And it's a good decision that these players are making, because you're not going to get in. Well, I'm not going to say you won't get into the team right now, because Ronald Koeman, he is giving opportunities to young players. But some of these players, they're making the right choice. For example, Juninho Bacunia, the younger brother of Leandro Bacunia. I saw Juninho play for Huddersfield Town in the Premier League. And it was like, this guy is talented. Thank you very much, Devonta Jones, for the $2 donations. You happy with St. Vincent? You always dog them shit. That's my team. That's my team. I never dog the team. I just tell the truth about the team. The team ain't that good. The team ain't that. Come on, let's be honest. They have talented players, but the teams ain't that good. These lower teams ain't that good. But when they play against teams similar to themselves, they They looked okay. Any Vinci players playing Europe, I'm not sure right now. Maybe in lower leagues, in like countries that you would not think players go to play. So, but right now, I don't think any of them play in Europe. I'm not 100% sure. I have to do some more research, but most of the times when you go on these Wikipedia pages, you can't find nothing on these players. But thank you very much for the $2 donation there. I appreciate it, Devonta Jones. So let's get back to the Curacao discussion. We have Sami Kiani in here too. Or it's just Sammy. It's not Sami Kiani. Is Sami Kiani in here? No, I don't think so. It's Sammy. Okay, so they called up Brandley Kuwas. I'm not sure if he was in the team before, but I think I once saw him playing for Heracles in the Dutch league. I'm not sure, but they also called up who else got a call up here? Let me check the bench. Let me check the bench. Nigel Roberta got a call up. And Arias, he was there for the Gold Cup, I think. And let me see who else that I know got a call up. I don't see anyone else that I actually know, but it was just nice to see Juninho. Juninho Bacunia, he is a good player. He's a very good player. Strong, young midfielder. Very, very good midfielder. It was just unfortunate that Huddersfield Town got relegated. He was one of the bright spots last season for them. So Remco Bicentini and his boys, man, they're looking good. And to defeat Haiti, who made a semi-final run to the Gold Cup, in the Gold Cup, it's quite impressive. It is quite impressive. I did predict Curacao to come in last in this group. I'm not gonna hide and say that. I did predict them to come in last, and it seems like they could still come in last, but it seems like they're gonna prove me wrong here and maybe, who knows, top the group. But they still have Costa Rica to play. It's not gonna be easy playing Costa Rica, but the way Curacao has been playing, they could do anything right now. They could definitely do anything right now. One thing I noticed, Cuco Martina was missing from the squad, but it seems like they didn't miss him too much, right? The other Martina did fill in for him. I think his name is Charmaine Martina. That's a girl name, isn't it? He filled in, and big win for Curacao, man. Guys, remember, Curacao are currently not in the hex. They're not in the hex, but they are very close. If Honduras and El Salvador or even Jamaica does not perform well throughout the next, let's say, 8 months or so, we could see Curacao sneak into the hex. Oh, it's Shemar. His twin Shemar. Is that his twin? The other guy is his twin? I didn't know that. I did not know that. That's his twin. So is there three Is there three Martinez? Shemar. Is there three Martinez? So there's Charmaine, Shemar, and Cuco. And those are some weird names too. Like Cuco Martina. I'm telling you, you guys from Curacao, you have some really stylish names, man. Oh, Cuco is not related. So Charmaine and Shemar, oh, the twins. Ah, I see. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for. Oh, Cuco is his nickname. So what's his real name? I wouldn't want to know. This real name might be weird as well. So, guys, let's get back to the Curacao thing. Curacao, they were impressive during the Gold Cup. We know this. They went to play in the King's Cup, which was hosted by Thailand, and they won the thing. They defeated 2 Asian nations in that tournament. So, guys, oh, someone just said my merch looks sick. Guys, did you check out the merch? Did you check out the merch, guys? I didn't make any announcement, but they show up underneath my videos. So if you guys have any spare cash, go buy the merch. I will get a sizable donation from those merch sales as well. It helps. If I sell one jersey, that could actually pay for my ESPN subscription for the whole month. It can. And it could actually pay for 2 more things. It could actually pay for 2 things. Because I have a few things I subscribe to help the channel, like ESPN, so I could get to watch all the Euro games when I want to, and a few other things like I have a Adobe subscription to help make thumbnails and everything. So yeah, everything helps. Everything helps. I could handle the expense, but it will be nice if the channel takes care of itself, if you understand what I'm saying. So, Curacao, back to Curacao. If Curacao continues to win and win and win against very good oppositions, they will pick up more points in the FIFA rankings and they could surpass El Salvador and Honduras. And let's just say, Dom, you can get Adobe cracked. Nah, I tried that already. It wasn't the same thing. It wasn't the same thing. And I don't mind getting the real thing, pay $9.99. I get to download all the other softwares. I get anything when I want it. I rather just do it legit. You know what I'm saying? It's just best to do it legit. It's like when I have this app that I used to watch all the football games on, and I'll have problems with the stream. Sometimes I can't get to watch the streams. It's because it's free. You know what I'm saying? It's free. But when you pay for something, man, it's crispy quality. I never have a problem with the streams. I get to watch all my games. You can never beat when you pay for stuff. You can never beat that. Free isn't always good. It's not always good. Most of the times it's not good when it's free. It's not good. When no money is put into it most of the time, it's not that good. It ain't good. Like my thumbnails of the past. I put no money into it and it wasn't good. Now I put some money into it. I make them myself, but I put money into the software. Even the software that I edit videos with, I had to buy that software. And it helps. It helps. I bought that software like 2 years ago. It helps. But Curacao can definitely sneak into the hex. And if they do not sneak into the hex, guys, if they do not sneak into the hex, Concacaf has set it up that the teams outside the hex do have a lifeline. And Curacao could be the best team outside the hex. They can go play the fourth place team in the hex, defeat that team, and go on to play one of the teams from Asia in the Interconfederations playoffs and make the World Cup. So Curacao does have a route to the World Cup, anyhow you put it. This could be one of the teams that could actually qualify for the World Cup, which is pretty cool. Pretty damn cool. So guys, that rounds it off. That rounds it off for CONCACAF Nations League tournament. So Haiti and Curacao will play again. And as someone did say, Curacao landed in Haiti. They landed in Haiti already. I never went to Haiti though. I would love to go there. I would love to go there. I think I'll survive. I'll blend in just fine too. Then they play Costa Rica next month. So let us move on to the Euro matches, guys. The Euro matches, man. Thank you guys for sticking around and listening. Seems like we may go a next half. Oh, it seems so. So on Sunday, September 8, 2019, we had games from Group D, F, and J. We have quite a few matches to run through. I don't, plan on staying too long on every game, but let's just start. Let's start with the Group D matches. We had 2 matches in Group D, Switzerland 4, Gibraltar 0. This is after Switzerland and Ireland played to a 1-1 draw. Gibraltar, I think they did well in the Nations League, but they're not doing so well in Euro qualifiers. Let's be fair here. Gibraltar will not qualify for the Euros. Switzerland, I expect you to beat Gibraltar. You should have won them by 8 and not 4. So I think it's a very, very poor performance. Very poor. Very, very poor. I saw the end of that. I saw a little piece of that game though. But you have to be critical of these teams. You gotta score 8 on teams like Gibraltar. Definitely. So with that win, Switzerland stayed third in Group D. Third in Group D behind Denmark and Republic of Ireland. And talking about Denmark, they played to a 0-0 draw against Georgia, which is quite disappointing because Denmark did smash Georgia 6-1. They did smash them 6-1. And it's like, what is going on here? And not that Denmark played a depleted squad. Well, it was actually 5-1. Sorry. 5-1. Sorry, Georgia. But 5-1. Christian Eriksen played, Yusuf Paulsen played, Brathwaite played. They played a good squad. And they drew. They dropped points against Georgia. And if you look at Georgia's performances, 5-1 loss to Denmark, 3-0 win against Gibraltar, 1-0 loss against Ireland, and a 2-0 loss against Switzerland. So Georgia hasn't been doing good. They only picking up they only picked up a win against Gibraltar and now a draw. So they're on 4 points. I don't think they will qualify. They have 3 more matches left, and their matches will be against Republic of Ireland, Gibraltar, and Switzerland. I think they'll drop points against both Ireland and Switzerland, so they're out of it. I think they're out of it. But the race remains between Switzerland, Denmark, and Republic of Ireland, who are on top of the group right now, which is insane. This is insane that Ireland are on top of the group. No disrespect to Ireland, but still, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But that will round off the matches, the Euro qualifying matches for September in Group D. In October, Georgia will play Republic of Ireland and Denmark play Switzerland. That will be a huge game. And then Republic of Ireland travel away to Switzerland, which will be another huge game. And then Georgia and Gibraltar plays, and then it wraps up in November. So this may go right down to the wire. It may go right down to the wire in Group D. But if Republic of Ireland continues to play like this, they should definitely sneak through. They should definitely sneak through. 3 matches left. 3 matches left for Ireland, as we were discussing, I think, yesterday or the day before. They could pick up another draw at home against Denmark. They can. Against Switzerland, they can as well. But I expect them to beat Georgia. They need to pick up at least 3 more points. I say they could get 4 and move up to 15 points. 15, which is still not as unassailable, but I think they have to put themselves in that position if they want to qualify. You can't show intent by not winning. Simply put. So that rounds off the Group D matches, and we will move on to the next group, which is Group F. All 6 teams in Group F played today. I did catch a little piece of the Spain-Faroe Islands match, but didn't want to watch that. I expect Spain to defeat Faroe Islands anyway. Guys, if you're in here and you haven't smashed the thumbs up button, please do so. Okay, so Group F. Group F. Let's talk about Group F right now. So, the Group F fixtures, Romania won, Malta won, courtesy of a goal by George Puskás, who seems like he is one of the best players on this Romanian team. I was actually doing this thing. It was a concept video. And I have all these concepts written down in my books. And then I saw HITC Sport did the same thing. And I'm like, God damn, why I didn't do it? But if I did it, my mind wouldn't have popped like theirs did. But it was actually all the best players in Europe, like the best player for every single team in Europe. And I had George Puskás as the best Romanian player even a year ago. Seriously, I did the research and I'm like, I saw a pattern in his game and I'm like, this player is really good. So he scored that goal for Romania after they did lose to Spain in a few days ago. They lost to Spain. It was a really good match. They fought hard, but they couldn't win. Then, at the Friends Arena, the Scandinavian derby between Sweden and Norway ended in a 1-1 draw. So, that's a good result for both teams. Good result. At least you pick up a point. And then Spain defeated Faroe Islands 4-0. He had a brace by Alcacer. I think Rodrigo Moreno did score one. I think he was offside for that one as well. When you go back and you look, he was definitely offside. So right now in this group, Spain are leading 6 games, 18 points. They have 4 matches left, 18 points. So it's fair to say that Spain will qualify for the Euros. They will qualify for the Euros. There's no doubt about that. 18 points right now. 4 matches to go. They may actually get a maximum of 30 points. They may get 30 points. Sweden, Romania, and Norway all 2 points, apart from each other, with Sweden on 11, Romania on 10, and Norway on 9. All teams have 4 matches left. It's going to be a tight race to the finish. But it's fair to say that Spain should top this group. They should top this group. Malta and Faroe Islands, I think they're out of this. They're out of this. Malta, if they win all remaining matches, could actually get a maximum of 15 points. So they're not mathematically out as yet. But Faroe Islands, they're done. I think they're done. 0 points, all losses. Like, it's crazy. They did perform pretty okay during the Nations League, but that was against teams who are similar to they are. So we expect that. But Spain, I expect nothing less from them. They have a new manager, a very young manager, Roberto Moreno, I think his name is. Very young. How old is this guy? How old is he? I didn't know much about him before this. How old is he? Do anyone know how old is this guy? So that's it for the fixtures in Group F for September. So we have games coming up in October between Faroe Islands, Romania. Romania should win that one. I think he's 37. Okay, yeah, he looks very, very young, like he just finished playing. Then Norway plays Spain. That would be an interesting one. Spain should win that, but Norway, very, very gritty team. Okay, he's 41. Thank you, cool. You guys are the best. So Malta plays Sweden, and there's a lot of games in October. A lot of games. Sweden plays Spain. I don't trust Sweden, man. I am backing Sweden to come through this group. Sweden is a team, very, very gritty team. Very, very gritty team. I think Emil Forsberg did score. Forsberg has kind of been flying underneath the radar. He was linked to a lot of big teams like a few seasons ago, but it seems like he's just happy at Leipzig. Is he still at Leipzig? I think he's still at Leipzig. But this group should be Spain and Sweden going through. Romania, Norway, they may look towards the Nations League cushion if they do have a cushion. I did save a page on the Nations League cushion, like who is actually eligible for the playoffs. And I will share that with you when I'm done going through the final group here, guys, which is Group J. We actually have games tomorrow and Tuesday, so I'll just run through those before I do that, like the fixtures coming up. So let's talk about Group J briefly. Armenia 4, Bosnia 2. I do not understand what's going on in Group J. I don't understand Group J. I don't. Bosnia, no disrespect to Armenia, but this group has just been weird. It's just been a weird group. Italy, Finland, Armenia, Bosnia, Greece, Liechtenstein. It's just a weird group. It is just a weird group. Okay, listen to the results in this group. Liechtenstein 0, Greece 2, Italy 2, Finland 0, Bosnia 2, Armenia 1, Armenia 0, Finland 2. Italy 6, Liechtenstein 0, Bosnia 2, Greece 2. So Greece has been lackluster in this group. Then Finland 2, Bosnia 0, Armenia 3, Liechtenstein 0, Greece 0, Italy 3, Liechtenstein 0, Finland 2, Italy 2, Bosnia 1, Greece 2, Armenia 3. So Armenia are picking up some big scalps in this group. Surprisingly, Armenia 1, which was a few days ago, Italy 3, Finland 1, Greece 0, and then Bosnia 5, Liechtenstein 0, Armenia 4, Bosnia 2. What is going on here? What is going on here? Then The other big result from this one is Greece drawing to Liechtenstein. Like, how are you drawing to Liechtenstein? Like, I don't even understand this. This is beyond comprehension. Seriously, what has Greece come to? What the hell has Greece come to? Seriously, like they have regressed so badly. Then Italy and Finland played. I watched that game. Finland lost 1-2. I must say, that penalty, it was given a handball that shouldn't have been given. The man kicked the ball right on. The guy actually had his arm tucked. He tucked his arm and it hit his arm, and it was still given a penalty, which was very harsh. Should not have been given. And Italy came out 2-1 winners. And guys, Timo Pukki scored again for Finland. He can't stop scoring. He cannot stop scoring. I don't understand this. I really don't understand. This guy can't stop scoring. Guys, Timo Pukki for a Ballon d'Or. Timo Pukki for the Ballon d'Or. If he continues to score like this, man, it is just going to be an amazing story. Amazing, amazing story. I think he needs to cut his hair a little better, too. Like, get a damn haircut, Timo Pukki. Cut your hair. Okay, that's it for this group. Italy, 18 points so far. I think 4 games left each team. Italy are not clear as yet, but they should have topped this group. They should end up topping this group. So Pukki is the Finnish Chetri. Yep. These guys want to talk about India. Let's talk about India just now. But Italy 18 points, Finland 12 points, Armenia on 9 points, Bosnia has 7, but Bosnia does have the cushion of the UEFA Nations League. So let's look at the cushion. It was updated today. Let's look at the cushion right now, the playoffs. So guys, the current standings in the playoffs right now. If these teams do not qualify directly, like taking the first 2 spots, these will be the teams in the playoffs. And guys, this is a lot of value I'm offering you right now. A lot of value. Let me take a sip of my drink before I do this. Do a big sip, because I swear this is the same amount of drink I came down here with. And it's still there. It's crazy. Big sip. Take another one. Another big sip. Okay, good. I think that's enough. Okay, so let's start from the bottom league. The teams from League D. Guys, one team from League D are guaranteed a spot at the Euros. They're guaranteed a spot. We have Georgia, North Macedonia, Belarus, and Luxembourg. Those 4 teams, one of 4 of those teams we will see at the Euros. And right now, it's looking like it's going to be Georgia. With results like that against Denmark, it could well be Georgia. North Macedonia, very talented players in their team. Belarus, could see them. Luxembourg, vastly improved team. One of these teams could be at the Euros. Guys, which one of these teams do you think will make it from the Group D path? One of them has to make it. Remember that. Georgia, North Macedonia, Belarus, or Luxembourg. Who do you think will make it to the Euros? Let me know. Okay, Advenko's saying it's Luxembourg. Interesting. I think you just like the country Luxembourg. It comes off the tongue very nice. Like Luxembourg. Cargo Lux. Okay. North Macedonia. Oh, okay. All right. Anyways, let's move on. You guys are not answering. So let's move on. Okay. Milat Ramadani. He's saying Belarus. Okay, Milat, do you think that Kosovo will qualify directly to the Euros? That's the question I have for you. Do you think they will qualify directly? Because I do think Kosovo will qualify directly to the Euros from Group A. Like, they will jump right into the Euros. They have been playing well. Oh, Ivan Allen, Kosovo will win the Euros, guys. That will be one of the greatest stories of all time. One of the greatest footballing stories. Okay, so the League C path. Scotland, they have that cushion. They have the cushion. Norway has the cushion. Serbia, I don't think Serbia are going to make it out their group with Portugal and Ukraine doing so well. So we have a $50 DKK donation. Yeah, love Kosovo. I don't know where that donation is from. I don't know what DKK is, but I think it's equivalent to $6.30. Well, $7.30 US. Pretty good. Thank you very much for that donation. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Alibaba T. Thank you very much. Oh, it's Danish krone. Oh, thank you very much for the donation, man. Appreciate it. More donations like this would, be very good. I'm just joking, guys. If you want to donate, you donate. If you don't donate, it's perfectly fine. But I do appreciate the donations. You know what I'm saying? It's like walking down the street and someone say, hey, you want a $5? I'll be like, okay, thank you. Thanks. Appreciate it. So one of Scotland, Norway, Serbia, or Bulgaria or Israel. Bulgaria and Israel are currently in that last spot right now. I think Israel are doing well and they could actually snatch that last spot from Bulgaria. But out of those 4 teams, I think Serbia could definitely make it. That's the only way Serbia are going to qualify for the Euros. And my bet Serbia won't make it. That's my bet right now. The way they're playing, they won't make it. Too inconsistent. You guys see Mitrovic playing well? Who knows? Maybe for the next match, they might want to play Jovic up top. Or maybe they want to play Pavkov if he's fit or somebody else. So who was the other guy they were playing? There was this other guy with this long hair that they were playing up top. I can't remember his name. But that guy, Krstajic, was playing him. So you never know with Serbia. But Norway, it's poised in the League C. It's very poised here. So, Advenko say Israel won't qualify because they shit. Oh my God. This is a Palestine Israel thing going on here, Advenko. Am I right? Is this a Palestine Israel thing going on here? Let's talk football. You know what I'm saying? But Advenko, aren't there Israelis playing for the Palestine team though? And vice versa. Right? Am I right? Isn't there Israel and Palestine play like they have players playing for each? Yeah, Arab Israelis, yeah. Oh, okay. The Arab Israelis play for Palestine. I see. It's a crazy situation going on over there. These people have been it's crazy. They have been fighting each other since the biblical days. Guys, do you even understand how that's a lot of years? You guys could go check the Bible. You see Israelites and the Philistines. I think the Philistines were the ones from Palestine, if I'm not wrong. But it's it's Palestine and Israel has been fighting for years. Jerusalem. Is Jerusalem or Philistines or Greeks? Okay. I might be wrong with that. Palestinians, and they have been fighting for a long time. I stand corrected. But they have been fighting for a while. The Palestinians and the Israelis. But we're not going to get too much into that though. Palestine is the birthplace of Lord Jesus. Jesus Christ, the most said name on the entire planet. People say Jesus Christ every day, multiple times a day. All right, the most influential man on the earth, maybe. People just say his name a lot. I'm from the same city as Jesus. And what is that city? Was he born? But didn't Jesus born in Nazareth? Or was he born in Bethlehem? Bethlehem, Nazareth. Those are some nice names, Bethlehem and Nazareth. But isn't Jerusalem split in two? There's like the Palestinian Jerusalem and the Israeli Jerusalem, yeah? Anyways, let's start football as Alibaba says. Let's start the football. League B, guys. Bosnia, guys. Remember, Bosnia actually won. There's a question here. Let me see a question. Dom, do you think Greece is losing to these small teams on purpose? I don't think so. As I think at Vancouver, someone said that since the economy dropped, the footballing dropped as well, but I don't think it has any correlation. I don't think it has any correlation to each other, but they haven't been playing well. Very inconsistent team, and they have been losing to countries that they should never lose to. Bosnia and Herzegovina, Wales, Czech Republic, and Slovakia all currently has the cushion in League B. They have the cushion in League B right now. So, that's what it says. Current standings. Because, guys, remember, the current standings, even if you're in the same group, you can still be in the playoffs. Because if the team, well, no, let me see. Let me actually see. Yes, because if you're the next best team within the league, you get the spot for the team who are actually leading their group, but is now in a spot to qualify for the Euros. Hence the reason Slovakia and Czech Republic are in the playoffs right now, because they were in the same group during the Nations League. They were in the same group as Ukraine. And that's why Ukraine are currently leading their group, which gives one of these teams the thing. I don't need to get into it, but you guys understand what I'm saying. They are. That's what the UEFA website said. That's what it is. In League A, guys, it gets tricky. This is how it gets super tricky, guys. This is how it gets super tricky. Netherlands, they have the cushion. So if they don't make it, come first or second in their group, they have the Nations League cushion to the qualifiers. Switzerland has it. So if they don't come through their group with Ireland and Denmark, they have that. Iceland has it. And then interestingly, Bulgaria and Israel are up there as well, because all the other spots were filled. So you could end up doing terrible in the Euros. But just because you put on a decent performance in the Nations League, you will get the parachute off the Nations League qualifier. So, guys, I spoke about that a little. We will talk about it another time when it switches up, because it will change up all the time. So we will talk about it on another live stream, which is tomorrow. I will be live streaming every day. Even if it's late or I'm tired, I'm making sure I'm coming here to live stream for at least 45 minutes. I will be here. It's called dedication. Something called dedication. But tomorrow we'll have matches from Group C, E, G, and I. A lot of games to go through tomorrow, guys. A lot of games. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 10 games to go through in Euro qualifiers. The big ones, let me see any big ones. Russia play Kazakhstan. Scotland play Belgium. That would be a good one. Then Poland and Austria. Oh, that's a derby right there. Poland versus Austria, guys. That's a big one. Slovenia play Israel. That's another good one. Hungary play Slovakia. Azerbaijan play Croatia. That's a good one. And Northern Ireland, Germany. Yeah, and Estonia play Netherlands. So, guys, we could see a lot of players from Netherlands, like a lot of new players coming into. So, a lot of players getting their opportunity in that game. So, it's a lot of good games tomorrow. And we also have a few games on Tuesday as well. England play Kosovo, Montenegro, Czech Republic, Luxembourg, Serbia. Smaller games, nothing really to talk about. Lithuania, Portugal, Moldova, Turkey, France, Andorra, Albania, Iceland. So that wraps it up for Euro 2020 qualifying discussion, man. That wraps it up. So, international friendlies, guys. Did we have any international friendlies today? I'm going to check right now. Do you think Kosovo will tie with England? You never know because England are going to rotate their squad. I know England are going to rotate their squad big time. You may see Jadon Sancho starting. I think Madison will play. James Madison of Leicester. Okay, so guys, we had one friendly today. Kenya and Uganda played to a 1-1 draw. That was a friendly. Maybe there were others, but I it's not popping up here. It's not popping up here. Did you know Kane dived versus Bulgaria? I actually saw that one and he did not dive. I actually saw that and he didn't dive. He didn't dive. He was actually brought down. He was brought down. Let's give that to him. He was brought down. He didn't dive. Tomorrow, Wales play Belarus, Algeria face Benin, Oman take on Lebanon, Uzbekistan take on Iraq, Jordan, Paraguay, Tunisia against Ivory Coast, Ukraine play Nigeria. Now that's an interesting friendly. Ireland play Bulgaria, USA play Uruguay, Morocco play Niger, Ecuador play Bolivia, Colombia take on Venezuela, their neighbors. That's going to be a good one. Argentina play Mexico. That's going to be a good one. Mexico going to come full strength in that game. Honduras play Chile. And Brazil take on Peru in a rematch of the Copa America finals. So, guys, those are some very good international friendlies we got there. And that would round it off, though, for the international break. That would round it off for the international break. All those games on Tuesday and the Nations League. And we will also see AFC World Cup qualifiers coming back on Tuesday. So Tuesday's live stream will be a hell of a live stream. It will be a hell of a live stream. And make sure you guys show up tomorrow and Tuesday. What could we talk about right now? I have actually 4 minutes. I only have 4 minutes. I want to just do it an hour and a half. I have 4 minutes. I will go to the book here. And I will talk about a question that is in the book. If you guys don't know, 2,000 questions about me. You guys could get to know me a lot better. 2,000 questions about me. So this question is, what is your greatest extravagance? This is a weird question though, like your greatest extravagance. Greatest extravagance. First, we have to look up the meaning of extra. I know what extravagance means, but I want to actually look it up. Extravagance. I want to actually look up the meaning of extravagance for those of you guys who don't know what it means, so that I could actually let you guys know what it means. So, extravagance, lack of restraint in spending money or use of resources. Okay, so, or it could be a thing on which too much money has been spent, or which, yes, I know what is my greatest extravagance. Now, I know what it is. I know what it is. Guys, first, I want you guys to share your greatest extravagance with me. What do you spend the most money on? Like, and it's also excessive elaborateness of style, speech, or action. Like, what is something that you do too much of that you should not do? Like, you do too much of something. For me, it's nothing. I save all my money. Ooh, I'm not going to say you're cheap. Maybe you're frugal. But what is something that you do too much of? Not that you shouldn't do it, but you just do way too much of it. What is something? I want you guys to let me know that in the comments right now before. Okay, so AFTV DT say play FIFA. That used to be one of my extravagance. I used to play, way too much FIFA. Oh, so oh my God. This one is a good one. Advenco say masturbate. You're not wrong about that one at all. You're not wrong about that, man. You're not wrong about it. We men, when we were younger, or maybe at our current ages, we do that way too much. But it's actually, you know what? Sometimes, woman could be complicated, and it's actually sometimes it's easier. It's easier. And I think that's why people do that more often. But that's funny. That's really funny. So, what is your greatest extravagance? David 2G. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Medina Joannis, what is your greatest extravagance? For all of you guys who are in here right now, what is your greatest extravagance? Only 23 people, 22 people in here. I'm loving it. 22 people is good enough. You don't need to have 1,000 people. 22 is good. Imagine just talking in front of 20 people. That's like nerve wracking. You know what I'm saying? Man's not hot pep. What is your greatest extravagance? For real though, it's probably procrastinating. A lazy MF. Yeah. So, oh, you say procrastinate. I spend too much time in school work. Well, that's a good thing. That is a good thing. It will pay off later. Believe me, it will pay off if you go into the right field though. But one of my greatest extravagance, guys, is like I have a weakness for football jerseys. You know, like whenever I go to the store, like I would go to the store on purpose just to find a football jersey. And it's the and you know what it is? And you know what the beauty about it is? It's the store. I go to Burlington Coat Factory, and you never know what you're gonna find. And that's what I love about it. I'm searching through, and I'm like, oh, whoa. I'm like, I gotta get this. And sometimes I bump into some jerseys and I'm like, nah, I don't want this. And the thing is, you get training kits, you get sweaters, you just get the merch. And I just love football merch, football related merch. And I have another bag of stuff upstairs. I'm actually gonna make another video. I don't care if it gets 100 views or whatnot. I'm gonna make another video checking out, just showing you guys it's like a haul, a new haul, football jersey haul, the new stuff that I got. I'm gonna try them on, see how they look, and then I'll start rolling them out in the videos. This one is gonna be a good one because I got some very interesting stuff, really cool stuff I got. So some of you guys wanted me to talk about the India Qatar fixture. I think India Qatar is India playing Qatar AFC World Cup qualifiers. Is India playing Qatar on Tuesday? Okay, so Tuesday we have some games coming up on Tuesday. We have Guam playing Philippines, Mongolia, Tajikistan, Chinese Taipei, Nepal, Cambodia, Bahrain, Singapore, Palestine. Advenco, do you think you guys are going to win that game? Hong Kong play Iran, Myanmar, Japan, Indonesia play Thailand, Malaysia, UAE, Afghanistan, Bangladesh. Guys, Tuesday's live stream is going to be insane. I have to start around like 8:30. It's going to be at least 2 hours. Sri Lanka, North Korea, Turkmenistan, South Korea, Maldives, China. All these games, you got to be kidding me. Kuwait, Australia, Qatar, India, Yemen, Saudi Arabia. And to answer your question, Qatar against India, there's no way India are going to beat Qatar. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. So Robert Rodriguez says his extravagance is too much time on social media, basically. Too much time on Facebook and YouTube. Well, YouTube is fine because you could learn a lot on YouTube, like by watching videos. I like to watch a YouTube video, and my phone does this thing called picture in picture or picture over picture, where my YouTube video could be there streaming and I could be doing other things on my phone or whatever. So I like that, and I'll be watching a podcast or a podcast, but that didn't come out right. A podcast or an interview or something, or I'll just be listening while I work. So I like doing that. But Facebook is a waste of time. Being on Facebook is a waste. Unless you go in there for a specific purpose. But to scroll on your timeline, I think it's a waste. Then Robert also said too much money spent on fast food and sodas. Yeah. But that's fine. You're eating. It's fine. It's fine to spend money on food. David 2G said I spend on beer. It's okay to spend on beer. Believe me, man. After hard weeks of, hard work week, If Friday comes or your Friday, you spend some money on a six pack, that's quite fine. That is quite fine. I don't have no problem with that at all. As long as you're not spending it on drugs or you become an alcoholic from drinking the beer. As long as that's not. Okay, so Brian Rampelberg says, me playing FIFA and Call of Duty, buying too much clothes and shoes, playing money on football matches in the weekend, supporting my club team, Brugge, in another country with Champions League. Okay, so that last part is fine. Maybe you should cut down on the clothes and shoes. The clothes and shoes. Play less FIFA and Call of Duty. What you need to do, you need to allocate a certain amount of time you're gonna play the game. The gaming you should only spend no more than 2 hours on gaming for the day. No more than 2 hours. Anything more than 2 hours, unproductive. Unproductive. The moment I stop playing FIFA, guys, I stopped playing it religiously every day for hours. I started putting out more content on YouTube. I started getting better and I started doing the things I'm supposed to do. Even though it hurt my FIFA game, like I got way worse at FIFA. Like I was actually getting very good. I was doing things I didn't know I can actually do. But now I can't do them anymore because I took a good bit of weeks off. You know what I'm saying? A good bit of weeks off. But yeah. Get back to the India thing, the India-Qatar thing, guys. India are not going to win against Qatar. It's not going to happen. And I think Qatar are going to play a very full-strength team against India, and they're going to smash them. I'm actually going to, we may see a 5-0 here. We may see a 5-0, or let's say a 5-1. Let's say a 5-1. Wait, Dom, I just thought of a question. You said you work at near an airport, right? Surely you've seen a celebrity when you was there. I work at the airport, but I don't work in the airport. I don't work inside the terminal buildings. At JFK, there's actually a whole lot of terminal buildings. There's American has 2 terminal buildings. There's the British terminal. There's JetBlue terminal. There's Terminal 4. Which has Terminal 4, there's Terminal 2, and there's Terminal 1. There's so many terminal buildings, but I don't go inside. So I haven't seen any celebrity there. But on my way to Florida last year, guys, remember I did see the NYFC team that was coached by what's his name again? Patrick Vieira at the time. And I did met that guy who Man City bought. What's his name again? Jack Harrison. I did see a few of the players. I did take a picture with David Villa when he was playing with the team. So if you're in the airport, you will meet a lot of celebrities. But I'm not big into meeting celebrities, to be honest. I actually don't care. So guys, man, okay. Danny MTZ, are you surprised on how good Kosovo is doing in the UEFA qualifying? No, that's why I predicted them to qualify. I'm not surprised. I did the UEFA Nations League and they did well there, so I expect them to do well again. And they are a very good bunch of players and they would only get better. This would inspire the young players in Kosovo, and the new generation coming up will only get better and better and better. But guys, that's it for today. It's currently 11:13 in my time. I'm gonna go up, hang out a bit before I fall asleep. I got work tomorrow. I think I got a 12-hour work day tomorrow. Then I get off and then I have to come and stream with you guys, So we will talk. So David 2G, Dominic, well, when you come to India, don't need to come to India again. I've been there. I've been there before. It would be nice to come back. I went to Hyderabad, so maybe it would be nice to go to a different city, but I've been to India already. I know how it is. I know how it is in India. So it is what it is. So my dad is working as a security agent at Brussels Airport. Sometimes he sees football players from the Belgian league taking their airplane. Yeah, definitely. If you work at, like, say, Heathrow in London or Gatwick, you will definitely see the players all the time in the Premier League and other countries. But I'm not. When you start seeing them, it's like okay, it's like a regular person. But I don't get starstruck anymore. I really don't. But I must say, for footballers, I kind of like, whoa, that's such a that's that person, so it's fine. Same kind of stream tomorrow. Yes, it will be even better tomorrow. The more I stream, the better I get. Better I get. So we will be back tomorrow. So guys, thank you for joining. 1 hour, 39 minutes. That's good enough. I really appreciate everyone joining in. We went through all the freaking fixtures that were played today in all the different tournaments. It's cool. It's cool. And this is the only way you can do it properly, by live streaming, interacting with the boys and the girls. Appreciate it, guys. So, from your boy, Dominic Rich, I like to say peace out. Rich Squad. Guys, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button if you haven't yet done so. Tell a friend about the channel as well. I really appreciate it. The channel is growing nicely. The road to 30K is on. It's on. It's on. We'll hit it very soon before the year ends. All right, so peace.